In what can be called as one of the most controversial political development of recent times, Sriram Sene Supremo Pramod Mutalik joined and exited the BJP in less than 6 hours. Here's more on the same.
Joins BJP in the morning, exits in the evening. Political developments can't get any colourful than this. In a rather surprising move, Pramod Mutalik was inducted into BJP on Sunday morning. And as expected, there was widespread dissent across the state and nation over BJP's move to induct him into the party. What followed was something more shocking than the induction itself. After Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar and other senior leaders expressed their discontent over his inclusion in the party, the Sriram Sene chief was ousted on Sunday evening. There never has been such a hasty entry and exit in recent times. But Pramod Mutalik, who spoke exclusively to News 9, clarified that he was not the only one to be bothered by this development. He said that the High Command should have trusted the state leaders. He emphasized that the High Command will regret this ouster.
ಇದೊಂದು ಅವಸರದ ನೀತಿ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ನಂಬಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯ ಒಂದು ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ನಾಯಕತ್ವ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಎಡವಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಿರ್ಣಯ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇಡದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾವುದೋ ಹಳೆ ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು 2009ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತ ಪಬ್ ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 15 ದಿನ ನಾನು ಜೈಲಿನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವದ ನಿರ್ಣಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಸರದ ನಿರ್ಣಯ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ನಮಗೆ ನೋವು ತಂದಿದೆ, ದುಃಖ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆಯ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಇದೆ.
Late last night, speculations were rife that the BJP National General Secretary Anant Kumar personally spoke to Rajnath Singh and BJP Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi and demanded that Pramod Mutalik's membership be cancelled. Even this did not deter Pramod Mutalik, who clarified that if that was the case, he shall take up the issue on a personal level and give a befitting answer to Anant Kumar.
ಏನೇನೂ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ರೈವರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅನಂತ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೇನು ಅಂಥ ಘನಿಷ್ಠವಾದಂಥ ನಮಗೇನು ಸ್ನೇಹ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾನು RSS ಸ್ವಯಂ ಸೇವಕ, ಅವರು RSS ಸ್ವಯಂ ಸೇವಕರು. ಸೊ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ನನಗೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇದೆ ಅವರು ಈ ಘಟನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಕೈವಾಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಮೋದ್ ಮುತಾಲಿಕನಿಗೆ ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಭಾರತ ಮಾತೆಗೆ ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, RSSಗೆ ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವರ ಹೆತ್ತ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನನಗಿದೆ. ಅವರು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಲಾರರು, ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು ನಾನು ಸಿದ್ಧತೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
Speaking further on the issue, Pramod Mutalik went on to clarify that he has always fought for the nation and nothing could deter him from doing so even in the future. Asked if the infamous Mangalore pub attack of 2009 was the reason for his ouster, he clarified that it was a minor issue which did not demand so much attention. He went on to say that he does not regret what happened in 2009.
ಪಬ್ಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಡಿದು ಕುಣಿದು ಇವತ್ತು ಮುಗ್ಧ ಯುವಕರನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತವರ ಡ್ರಗ್ ಮಾಫಿಯಾ, ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಫಿಯಾ, ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅಸಭ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಪಬ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ವನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹದ್ದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲುವಿದೆ. ಇದು ಯಾರು, ಯಾವ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ, ಯಾವ ಪಾಲಕರು, ಯಾವ ನಾಗರಿಕನು ಕೂಡ ಒಪ್ಪಲಾರದಂತ ಇದು ವಿಕೃತಿ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಇಂಥದನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಇವರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಪಬ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಇವತ್ತೇನಾದರೂ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ನಿರ್ಣಯ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಪ್ಪನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು.
One thing is certain. Nothing can change the mind of Sriram Sene chief Pramod Mutalik, who has vowed to stand by his ideology, even if it means that his prospects in the coming Lok Sabha polls will take a beating. A News 9 report.
The candidates contesting for Lok Sabha elections in Udupi Chikmagalur constituency have decided to depend on technology to woo the voters rather than going all out for campaigning. Take a look.
Does the social networking site Facebook enhance face value of the contestants trying their luck in Lok Sabha elections? Going by the trend being followed in Udupi Chikmagaluru Lok Sabha constituency, one may have to be compelled to say yes. Yes, the voters in this place are sitting in front of their computers, laptops or with smartphones in their hands are getting updates on the candidate. Major parties like Congress and BJP too have posted photos of the leaders to drag the attention of voters. It is learned that every day new photos are being uploaded. The idea behind this certainly is to impress the young voters. The parties think that they are the ones who are going to make the change.
ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರೀ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ವಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವರದೇ ಆದ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ದಿನ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ IT-BT ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತವರು, ಈಗ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹೋಗುವಂತವರು, ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೊಂದು ಭಾವನೆ ಇದೆ.
Apart from Facebook, the parties are using WhatsApp application for publicity. Of course, the Congress candidate Jai Prakash Hegde is staging roadshows apart from widely using technology for publicity. He has uploaded the footages of development works he has undertaken in the constituency in WhatsApp. There are also documentary type videos being uploaded.
ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಕಾಲ ಭಾಳ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಗಗನಕ್ಕೇರಿದ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದ ಮೂಲಕ, ಅಂದರೆ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಥರದ ಮೂಲಕ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೂ ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಜನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
The residents are terming this as high-tech publicity. Well, it seems to be a war of politics through technology, while the one who is more tech-savvy have the upper hand. Only time will tell. Shantinath Jain for News 9, Chikmagalur.
A rowdy sheeter, Naveen alias Suri, was stabbed to death by his own friend and associate Raj alias Tamburaj. The murder came to light from Padmanabha Nagar late last night. Suri had been invited to Raj's residence. The two then reportedly had a tiff over a deal which had gone sour. Soon Raj's henchmen murdered Suri. Raj and his men have gone missing and the Banshankari police have launched a massive manhunt to apprehend him. A rowdy sheeter has been hacked to death by his own friend. This comes after there was a deal that had gone wrong completely, and this had resulted in one of his friends, in fact, hacking him to death. The incident came to light from Padmanabha Nagar, and the Banshankari police are investigating the matter. They're trying to find out what kind of a deal was this and whether these two men had any monetary benefit from this particular deal. And what was the instant that led to this provocative murder that in fact took the life of this rowdy sheeter. They're also looking at the angles of a gang war, or was it a double crossing that happened between several gangs. My colleague Arun joins with more details. Arun, what can you add to this?
Varghese, what we are given to believe is that these two people were actually associates. At one point of time, they were very thick pals. This particular rowdy in question, Naveen, alias Suri, and the person who murdered him, Raj, alias Toppuraj. Now, there seems to have been some kind of a difference of opinion between the two over a particular deal which seemed to have gone bad. And late last night, we are given to believe that Raj's henchman knifed Naveen to death, and they have gone missing. In fact, both of them have quite a large number of cases filed against their names. in the Banashankari police station limits. This includes the murder of one person called Dawood, for which actually Naveen or Suri had been booked, and there was also another murder case for which Raj has been booked. So clearly both of them were known rowdy sheeters, were close pals at one point of time, but then for some odd reason differences seem to have cropped up between the two of them, and they were not in very good terms with each other, and that is perhaps one angle or one reason why Naveen could have been done to death by Raj. Now the Banashankari police, which has registered a case, have launched a massive manhunt to nab Raj and his associates. Varghese.
Thank you, Arun, for joining us with all those details. This is the incident that happened at Padmanabhanagar, where two rowdy sheeters went on a head-on clash after one of the deals went sour, and one of them was murdered by his own friend. The police are investigating the case as of now. They had invested their hard-earned money for buying a flat, but a prestigious developer has been betraying them for the last several years by not providing amenities in the apartment. Here is more on the story.
Look at these hapless residents living in the reputed Platinum City apartment. They are seeking justice from the developers now. Well, they allege that about 14 years back, they were lured by the developers who made several promises to them about owning a flat in Bengaluru. The attractive brochures fascinated them to no end, and they thought of investing money for the flats. According to their statements, huge sums have been paid. Though flats have been allotted to them, they lack basic amenities. They filed complaints with agencies like Bangalore Development Authority and Brihad Bengaluru Mahanagarpalike, but in vain. Hence, they decided to stage a protest in front of Town Hall today.
We want to basically bring our urge upon the government agencies, our Honorable Chief Minister, who is known for his common man's attitude, judiciary system, to please look into our sufferings. And they are economically weaker sections. We are their senior citizens. All our grievances are mentioned in the press release, but still I would like to highlight few. It is astonishing to know that after 13 years, our existence itself is at stake. The various, discussions which is happening among government agencies, BDA, developers, it seems that, we are not even sure now that whether O block exists or our block exists.